Hey all, Chachane here, and welcome back to another game of Civ Wars, the tournament to see which Civ is the best in an Arabia setting, I should add, as a brief disclaimer, since I think some people were upset because Arabia is the only game being played, and yes, I should note that obviously some Civs are better than other Civs in Arabia, or other civs are better on other maps, such as Black Forest, where perhaps Huns would not be as good, but Huns are debatably the best civ in Arabia, just because of their speed. However, you probably would not want to use Huns in, say, a Black Forest setting, as Huns fail in comparison between other civs in games that go into late Imperial Age that are really boomy. Although, I suppose Huns aren't terrible at that, but other civs would be better, such as, I don't know, maybe Goths, or even, I don't know, Koreans. That being said, you probably won't be seeing very many Black Forest games from me, as I do hate the game Black Forest. I would rather play a game that isn't farming simulator, that has some military at the end, and whoever can get to the Imperial Age and make the most units the fastest will generally win. Yeah, usually when I play Black Forest, I try to sneak a villager and attack them early on and try to surprise them. And yeah, obviously that works sometimes, other times it fails miserably. So here we are. This time we switch civs, and you should probably click away now because this is a tournament and I will give away spoilers, so click away and go look at the other games on my channel. They'll be in a nice little folder called Civ Wars, and you can see the other game played before this, and even the other ones played, because this is the third series, I should say, second game of the series. Anyway, assumed you've clicked away now. The first game, Chachinator, I was playing as the Goths and beat Shobarba by going mass skirmishers in the Feudal Age. And well, here we are with the second game, and you can see Shobarba kind of late getting that second pour in, first pour even. And you can see he killed it probably a little earlier than he wanted to, and that's because Goths get that +5 attack bonus against Boar, which he probably wasn't considering. Shobarba missing out on his 2 sheep over here. Let's see, get on that. And yeah, so far let's check out the maps. Back gold here for Chachinator, and oh, check out maps. Sorry, I completely lost my train of thought. I was just watching that board lure and was a little worried about that hill, but also about Mayans start. The first thing you should do is get Loom. As you can see, I have Loom already. First thing you should do is get Loom, because they do start off with that extra villager and -50 food. But so 4 villagers plus the scout will be a 5 population. So you are actually pop capped at the start of the game, which is a little annoying. And it's actually leads to a very good start for him, because you can actually get Loom really early without even being a villager down. So mine's very good at being a nice, fast, and aggressive civ. And you see I'm going for a drush here. Again, late on the barracks. And Chabar missing his 2 sheep, and I'm probably totally going to steal those. I think I will. Eventually. Yep, there they go. And yeah, Chabar probably still looking for him right now. The score difference is probably in scouting, as the Eagle Warrior does have a better line of sight. I think he does. There's their line of sight and Eagle Warrior's line of sight. Yeah, obviously. I knew the answer to that one. I just wanted to show y'all. And it's probably most of the difference here. Plus Shobarba not finding those sheep. He just gave up on them eventually. And I'm going to steal him. He will see this rush coming. It is pretty terribly late though, again. And I sent a villager to get this gold, and obviously it never happened. There he is. That's right, he got 8 gold? Is that what that was? 8 gold. And what happened to it? Because I have 0 now. Oh, I did go over 3. Okay. Oh, Mayans, of course. Alright, perfect example. Their resources last. Wow, get moving, son. Their resources last 20% longer it is. Oh gosh. Yes, 20% longer. I can do the math. I'm a mechanical engineering student, I can't do the math. So you see, I got 10 gold out of this because I made my 3 militia, but only 8 gold was actually mined from the gold pit, and it almost looks like this gold's hovering. It's kind of interesting. But anyway, I'm getting so distracted today. That wolf is going to chase him down. Chavara coming forward with a house. That's pretty scary there. But anyway, Chabarba obviously knows this Drush is coming, and I see that he is mining stone right now, so I know something's up, because most people don't just mine stone for no reason. And obviously Chabarba is going for a bit of a trush here, and going to try to force that villager to keep that open, but my scout is injured, and he's going to wall that up before the Drush gets there, which is a bit annoying, but hopefully he lost a lot of time doing that. And I know a Drush is incoming somewhere. Probably should get a tower up. Luckily I have back gold, so not too worried, but I definitely know something's up, and Chabarba now obviously just scouting around, trying to find where the best place to put a tower is. He is now feudal age, so he can do that, and this villager not walking away around the way he wants him to, and I'm obviously going to see that villager, and if it wasn't a giveaway now, before, it is a giveaway now, and you can see he's actually very cleverly luring these 2 villagers this way, and actually, wow, that's like kind of a facepalm there, that's really bad. But I don't know the tower's going up here. I see this one villager over here, and I think this is just like a complete fail at a tower rush. And here he is, now getting his tower up. I see it now, I know what his game is. And I'm going to go for his second tower straight away. What is my plan here? Chachinir, obviously later up to feudal age due to the... and losing 2 villagers, that's just terrible. And this Drush, well, it has to come home now because everything was walled up by the time it got there. Chabar walled up the stone, and definitely not getting in anywhere to do any harass to him with this TC and these walls here. So just going to send it back and try to help out where it can. And I know Chabar was coming here for this gold, so going to get a tower up here. Probably could have built that a little earlier, and definitely need to get more villagers on that. And this Drush, there it is, coming in to do what it can. And obviously the plan was to go archers, and this tower, which tower will go up first? This one has more villagers on it, and this Drush actually gonna make itself decently useful in slowing this down. Chabarba should keep these villagers building this. Not gonna go up now. Big mistake by him. He could have gotten that up probably first, and gonna lose a villager here, I would think. So Drush not being a complete fail. Should target the weak villagers, and definitely should get away from that tower. But is he trying to build a blacksmith and a market? Huh. Well, definitely not going for a fast castle. Goodness. Why would I'm trying to think of a reason why I would do that. I think it was a misclick. I think I built the market on purpose to try to sell some wood for gold so that I could try to get some archers out, but this was definitely supposed to be an archer range, I'm almost sure of it, and that's really, really bothering me. Chawara anyway, rushing forward to try to get that tower built, and I'm going to come forward with these villagers. Villagers are actually surprisingly really good at taking out towers, and they are going to take damage from these other arrows, but I really want that tower to go down, and I'm going to try to shoot his villagers as they come out, and I'm going to try to pull my villagers back as they get wounded. And you can see the second archer range now coming up, and that is so bizarre. You know, I think it is. It's just kind of a reaction that when you're going for a fast castle, you go straight for a market and a blacksmith, maybe? I'm not sure. And you see Chobarba now losing quite a bit of villagers. So, anyway, lesson here learned is that when you are getting trushed, in this case... Oh, that's hilarious. You know what happened? Watch replay. Yeah, I definitely saw that. So what happened was this villager was getting in the tower right when this tower shot at her, and she died, and then she got in the tower, and when Chobarba then moved the villager over here to get out and walk over here, she had no hit points left, so once she got out of the tower, she died. I've actually seen that before, but it was with it was in a single player game, and I had a monk pick up a relic and get on a transport ship right when he died, and well, once she got out of the transport, once the monk got out of the transport, he died and dropped the relic right on my shoreline. So that's kind of the same thing. And so now these towers aren't really doing much. Kind of a fail tower rush for Chobarba, I would think. Although he did kill, I think, 2 or 3 villagers. And luckily, my rush was able to do some help out somewhat. And I'm going to speed things up a little bit. I think for some reason this replay will not let me speed things up. I do not know why. It's as fast as it gets. I guess it's a little faster than normal, but still annoying. Chobarba just towering things up because he's got all this extra stone, and why not? I do think that instead of sending this one villager all the way back, it would have been better for Chobarba to maybe try to build another tower on the stone. As I am a Mayans player, he knows I'm going to probably be wanting to go plumed archers, so I am going to want to get this stone. But maybe even putting a tower here on this wood line just to be annoying. I just kind of feel like he's got the stone, he might as well use it. And that wolf, really persistent, chasing him down. And Chobarba leaving the stone. I guess he didn't need the stone anymore, so he's going to take those villagers off. And now these archers kind of not going to be doing too much, and Chobarba's probably just going to be looking to get to Castle Age maybe as fast as he can, because he is a little bit behind, because his tower rush didn't really do too much. He built his barracks over here, and I don't think he made any military out of it. Must not have thought it was worth it. But he is keeping me off berries, and did kind of hurt me at the beginning, but luckily I was able to get this tower up, and actually had this tower not gone up, it probably would be a much different game right now. Chobarba obviously just going to kind of try to stay in his walls and stay safe, and I can't harass this gold because these archers will just get massacred by these 2 towers here. So you see a streamline of archers coming because, well, not looking to go up anytime soon. You can see this food is really low, and I have too much gold coming in, so I gotta spend it on something. Might as well make archers, which is a good thing. But need to get Castle Age pretty quickly, so going to have to seed a lot more farms, and should probably buy some food. You see he's starting to have a stockpile of stone as well. When you are getting trushed, and you see that you're getting trushed, obviously I'm not a pro or anything, but I can tell you one of the first things you should do is get a tower of your own up, because it will allow you to control areas of your map. So as you can see, getting this tower up allowed me to control this gold and now control this wood, and I kept Chobarba from getting over here and doing awful and terrible things. So had Chobarba gotten a tower up here, he would have taken me off this gold. I would have been forced to go for maybe this gold or this gold here, but wouldn't have been able to get to it because of all these towers. So that's one thing you want to do, is get a tower up. You can see I threw another tower up here because I wasn't sure if his trust was over or not. And so obviously the 2 things you want to do is get a tower up of your own and start putting some of your villagers on stone yourself so that you can get other towers up in defense. And wall. It would have been a good idea for me probably to wall this off, maybe to keep his... I'm I'm saying maybe a lot, but to keep his villagers from coming over here and building a tower on my stone or something. So that's a couple of things to look for. And you see, I'm just trying to be as annoying as I can with these archers and put them here so that they keep Chobarba off wood as much as I can. He's safe mining this gold. He's safe behind all of here, but I'm obviously going to try to keep him as locked in his little tiny base as I can. Because I have the archers and I have the army, and an idle army is not doing anything for you. If you're making an army just to sit at your home and do nothing, well, that's really bad. And there you go, Chobarba making some man-at-arms to... Oh, yeah, that's right. I completely missed that. But they came in here, and I think they killed a villager, tried to do some damage, got some archers out to kind of push them back, and now they're just going to try to be annoying. So kind of a lot of resources spent on these guys, and well, they got one villager. And I have a tower up here, so going to be pretty safe. Plus I have archers. Gonna send those archers over there, not a problem at all. And well, that's probably about as much as these guys will do. But Chobarba obviously just trying to do what he can. Now going up to the Castle Age, and will beat me up to Castle Age very comfortably. Oh, I take that back. We're both going up Castle Age. I thought he beat me by quite a bit. This game was played a little bit ago. These farmers going to be a little caught out here. Archers come over and take care of them pretty nicely. Gonna try to shoot these stone miners and stay out of range of this tower. I have these guys on stand ground so they don't chase these villagers over to the tower and die themselves. And you see, getting a little too close to that TC and taking losing an archer, taking too much damage. And Chobarba's doing a good job trying to stay away from these archers. And see, now he's up to Castle Age. And 82 out of 80. Oh, I just lost this house. But anyway, not too far behind. Need to get a house up. Char's getting a blacksmith up. And what is his plan? And a castle. He is going straight for Husk Rolls. Of course he's going to get a castle up. He's a mining stone like over here, so he does have enough for a castle, just barely. And losing a villager who decided he wanted to chop woods on the other side. This castle will be good for him. It's on a hill, going to protect this gold even more and gain him a little bit more map control. And we'll also cover the stone. And Chobarba needs more farms if he wants to go Husk Rolls. Getting a barracks up. This house is about to go down, so we need to build something there to keep his eco safe. But now having these crossbows and that +2 from Bodkin, I'm able to hit these villagers over here no problem at all. And they're going to be forced to move. And these guys are going to be trying to get their way in. Chobarba making one archer. Skirmishers may not be a bad idea, but he's going Husk Rolls now, so he should be fine if he can mass enough of them. And these archers now doing a lot more damage now that they have the, well, just the extra range. They have 2 more range than earlier, so earlier they had 5 range. Gonna throw a castle up here. This castle will allow me to kill this watchtower and barracks and just open up this area pretty easily. And not protecting too much, but at least it'll give me some more breathing room here in the base. And starting to make plumed archers. These Goths Husk Rolls now coming out, but there's just, you see they take a ton of arrow fire, but they're just well, he probably does have enough of them to wipe them out. Just look at these guys tanking so much, and that's just with just +1 defense. And more coming now, and he sees Husk Rolls just absolutely massacre these archers. Not a problem at all. And now they could try to come over here and try to do damage to these archers, however they are on They are in an oasis, so they're pretty safe. He can only attack them one at a time. And these Huskarls just absolutely owning those archers over there. And, well, it's pretty much all I have right now. Playing as Mayans, it's really all I'm making. And now I'm making these plumes, and I kind of feel like I have no idea what I'm going to do. Only on 2 TCs. Gonna get a third one out here in a little bit. And Cho'Barba just on the 1. Just now building his second, and he can actually afford to get his third one out as well. And Eco really not looking that great. Let's check Pop for a second. Cho'Barba at 53, Chachaneri at 92. Huge lead there. However, Cho'Barba does have the perfect counter to my archers, so gonna have to do something about that. Starting to make long swordsmen, as you can see. Long swordsmen do counter Huskarls pretty decently. As you can see, they have very little melee armor. There's a word for it. These archers now getting killed by the castle, which I didn't know it was there, but they are just, they think they're pretty brave. They think they can take that castle down, and they definitely can't. Archers getting in. I want to kill some wood choppers, and Cho'Barba reacting pretty quickly. And good job to get those guys out. Also, by building this one archer in here, I totally thought he had like a whole army of skirmishers, and I was kind of worried, but now watching the replay, I see all he had was one stupid archer, and that kind of annoying. 3 TCs now for Cho'Barba. Chachaneri on 2, and now having Huskarls come in, so he just massacred these villagers, and it's kind of like, not sure what those villagers ever did to him. And not looking too good. Army over here, trying to do some eco-harass. I did force these villagers to run away, but there's just nothing back here. And I do have quite a bit of score lead, which is mostly in eco. These plumed archers now running in here, and they're gonna try to kind of hit and run these guys. I do have the +2 defense, and obviously we'll be able to take these Huskarls down after a while, but it will take quite a bit. Sending in these long swordsmen, and you can see the stat difference. Actually about the same. They're actually worse, but obviously better than trying to use archers to kill them, and they will act as a meat shield. And obviously once you get the upgrades, they'll be doing a whole lot better at that. Getting a university out for ballistics, and you see these archers now having to run away. So there's just nothing back here for them to do, and gonna have to try to find some of his eco to harass. I want to kill these stone miners who are now gone, and they're gonna get cleaned up pretty well by these Huskarls. I see them coming. Gonna go hide on my oasis. And yeah, these 4 Huskarls should be able to clean them up pretty easily, as we saw earlier. No armor upgrades coming in for Cho'Barba, just kind of content to stay with what he has. And you see 69 population for Cho'Barba, what a great one. And 119 population for Chachaneri. And most of that's probably military. I'm not sure how much of that's eco, but you can see I have quite a bit more military on the map than Cho'Barba does. And still only on the 2 town centers. We really should get another one out. Must be seeing that wood on building that university instead. And I can tell y'all guys, this game does become quite a bit of a booming war. And obviously not a very good one since I'm only on the 2 TCs, but I kind of just running around with these archers trying to find something to do. But Cho'Barba is just nice and tucked away in his defenses over here. These archers coming back in and try to do some damage. And just really not much to do. I could have totally just ran past that TC, but you see these Huskarls now coming in, and they're going to have no problem killing these archers. And Cho'Barba, wow. I did not know that castle was there, but these archers just powering their way through it, and these plumes just powering their way through it. I have no idea what I was thinking. I know I wasn't watching, but that's really sad to watch. Going for the relics. Wow, at least I thought I was. I can't actually... Can't click my hotkey for monastery. Anyway, you see these plumed archers running in the back, trying to do some eco harass. I know what I was trying to do, but I just lost so many plumes just doing that. It's such a waste. You see these archers back here just getting cleaned up so easily. I think probably killed maybe one husk roll and lost all those archers. And I'm gonna let Chobarba now go back to chopping his wood over here. You can see Chobarba actually kind of wood starved. Let's check. And he's got plenty of wood though, but I don't know where he's chopping it. He was chopping it here. He's just not spinning it, I guess. And these plumed archers getting cleaned up so easily by these husk rolls. They killed one husk roll, two husk rolls, and that's probably about it. These husk rolls still standing there, and yeah, Chobarba. There's the monastery. I don't know why hockey wouldn't work for that. Let's see. Starting to make long swordsmen, getting squires out, getting some upgrades on them, and yeah, I have kind of nice army here now. Should be able to help me deal with these husk rolls because I know he's going to come raid me. And Chobarba really lacking on his upgrades and just now getting handcart. That's pretty bad. It's really late for handcart. Oh, I hope I got it. I know sometimes I forget to get it too. And let's see. I probably don't, because I think that villager only had 15. Ah. Let me find someone to click on. Anyway, getting another castle up, starting to get a siege workshop up. My idea was, I know I'm going to be fighting mass infantry. Might as well start making scorpions to help me deal with it. Gonna start picking these relics up because, you know, gold is very limited, and I know this game's starting to get to be a late game, and I want to have as much gold as I can. Gonna start slowing down on the production of these long swordsmen so that I can. Wow, I really wish this would go faster. Anyway, so I can get up to the Imperial Age. And 155 pop for Chachinator, Chobarba on 118, slowly starting to climb his way back. Slowly on the 3 TCs. I don't know why he wouldn't drop a 4th one. He knows he's behind in score. He can assume it's because of eco, although I'm not sure how much that's true. Because he just had 3 TCs up, and I think I finally had 3. But he had 3 up longer. I have 4 actually. 4 TCs up for Chachinator, and like I said, guys, this does become a bit of a standstill. Just kind of booming. Obviously not getting anywhere trying to harass him. Although I probably should keep trying. Could have killed a few villagers here and just kind of stay away from these husk rolls. And they're starting to slowly make scorpions, starting to get Imperial Age. Let's see Chobarba if he's anywhere close. And no, he's not. He's got no food. He's got lots of wood, lots of gold. He can afford to make plenty of archers if he wanted, or siege units, some mangonel scorpions. Wouldn't have helped him too much. Scorpions probably would have, but he of course had no idea I was, you know, making all these long swordsmen. At least I don't think he knew that yet. You know, I had a few. Chobarba's still really lacking on these upgrades. He really needs to get those. He could be doing so much more, taking so much more arrow fire if he had the +2 defense and the attack upgrades. You can see I actually have more upgrades than he does, and it's gonna definitely help. He is really outnumbered here, and just raiding eco now. 169 pop. I actually start making more scorpions at this point. And you see they just do a great job at cutting those guys down, even though they do have such high pierce armor. Scorpions are just great at killing infantry, and I'm just beating him here just because I outnumber him, and pretty much actually pretty even on finally Chobarba now getting that +2 defense, and I'm going to try to run these guys down. Not really investing too heavily on plumes. I'm just making a few now just to kind of do some harass, and you're gonna see 2-man swordsman as soon as I have the gold for it. Kind of got taken off gold here for a while, so really hurt the gold production there. And I'm gonna try to push while I have this Imperial Age upgrade. You can see lots of scorpions now. That's probably where most of my gold went. And you get that 2-handed swordsman, plate mail coming in right away. and that's really going to make these guys a lot more formidable. Getting a trebuchet out. I know he's got these castles, I gotta take him down. And you see Shobarba's now going for Mangonels, which are great at killing scorpions, and they'll do just fine against all this. If these guys stay wobbed up, they'll do good against them. You see that +4 defense now, pierce armor +3, and that Mangonel really did not want to come out at that time. And you see him doing some damage. These plumes gotta get out of there. Gonna try to focus down that onager, Mangonel, not even an onager. And Shobarba just doing this little heal thing, healing it up very nicely. And there you go, the two-hand swordsman upgrade coming in. And Shobarba with lots of resources, just nothing to spend it on. Probably keep husk rolls coming out. Two-hand swordsman, these guys are gonna do great against these guys now. Same hit points, but I got the armor upgrade, and now they have much better attack. So gonna do good there. And going for, oh, of course I'm not going for champions. Mayans, they don't get champions. Again. No, they don't. I knew that when I was doing this. That's why I was so worried. Because I know Mayans infantry is really not that great unless they're going eagles, which I could have gone eagles, but I felt like husk rolls would just massacre them. Which I'm not sure. Looking back, they would have done great raiding, so going eagles probably would have been a good idea. Although, not really for defending. This is kind of funny. I had no idea this was up here until now. So finally pushing in, you see Scorpions really doing lots of damage here. When the Scorpion shoots, it actually does damage to everything it hits in a line. So you see it's really probably the only reason why I won that engagement there. And having to pull back because this onager, Mangonel, keep on an onager, and getting that Treb out. He did manage to kill one. It's kind of a messy engagement here. 140 pop for Chachinator and 144 now for Shobarba, so really kind of pulling the population back in his favor. And he's got lots of resources to spend, and he's going for long swordsman, gonna go for champions, and his champions will own my two-handed swordsman. Once he gets the upgrades, he can probably afford them. And I have one more attack upgrade, and I got as upgraded as I'm gonna get. Lots of wood coming in now, and the one good thing is if he does go for his champion line, my plumed archers will do great work at killing those guys. Trying to do some eco-harass here, and it's kind of weird to think, yeah, these guys are supposed to be Mayans, you know, and here they are walking around, and you know, looks like some pretty good armor and a two-handed broadsword. Yeah, look really, really Mayanish and Mesopotamian, don't they? Maybe they stole them from the Spanish. Getting these relics, and that's going to be my third one. It's going to be a nice little gold boost there. And Chihuahua just trying to get lots of Goths barracks out. Barracks high. See, I don't know if he got perfusion. He must have. Look how fast he's missing something though. Maybe he doesn't have perfusion. He has conscription. I see. I have chemistry now. And I'm gonna start making some plumes, I think, to help deal with this. And just getting barracks up. Shobarba's house. He really needs to get some houses up. I think he just lost a castle. So you see, start making those plumes. And yeah, he lost the castle. So these scorpions now coming out, and I do not have the food to get elite scorpion. Totally wanted to, but can't afford it. And getting close to pop cap tier for Chachinator. Shobarba now getting close to pop cap as well. Both playing it pretty decently. Shobarba actually going for relics too. He's got 2, so that's all the relics in the game. Having these husk rolls down here, not doing much of anything, and moving his eco out this way, starting to get lots of houses up. I went TC'd this extra gold here, and is there any other gold? I guess Shobarba must got it somewhere. You'll see it on the map. Gonna go for another castle here. Had the stone, why not? Really aggressive though. I'm not sure if that's gonna come up or not, but I really want to kind of nail the coffin here. Resources starting to stockpile. starting to get pop cap, and I want to start saving this food so I can get this elite scorpion upgrade. Give him a lot more health and more attack, and I think more range. And Jafar needs to get the champion upgrade. Not going for it. I think he can afford it, maybe. See how fast his barracks are producing. Although they can get faster than that. That castle is going to go up, no doubt about that. I'm going to stop him from getting his relics. You can see Chobarba now spending everything he can into getting as much military as he can, and just not having enough farms. He really needs more farms. He does have cheaper infantry, but still can't keep up. He's losing a lot. I can only assume this KDR ratio cannot be in his favor. Coming in here, and gonna send a scorpion that way, and maybe some archers if I had some. I'm just mowing my way through here. These trebuchets coming forward. Took out these two castles on the front. Gonna throw up more barracks. And Chobarba gonna clean this up actually pretty nicely. And I totally did not see that. So easy to get distracted. And starting to make plumed archers to help deal with these two-handed swordsmen. And Chobarba missing the final attack upgrade. No. Yes. Because they do not get plate mail or plate armor for infantry, whatever that one's called. And pop cap here for Chachanair. Chobarba now still at 183, so he's not doing so bad. But you can see I am starting to get into his eco, and he doesn't have anything to defend this. Kind of splitting him in half, as it were. He's got lots of farms coming up here, but no gold. No gold for... There's that extra gold. No, that's his second gold, actually. And he's not able to take that very comfortably. I need to get Trebuchet over here to take that out. Rams probably wouldn't have been so good since he's going for all this infantry that would get chopped down pretty well. It wouldn't have hurt, though. And there's the heavy scorpion. You see that 10 extra hit points. 4 extra attack, I think? And same range. But quite a bit more formidable. Throwing up another castle here, because why not? And Chobarba out of gold. Chachanair sitting very comfortably, actually, on almost 2,000. Plenty of resources and everything. Pop cap, have no issues here. And there's the GG from Chobarba. Just really kind of a step behind, actually. Ever since that kind of fail. Yeah, believe it or not, guys, this game started with that Trush over here. Since that Trush kind of ended. Yeah, typically what happens when you have a fail Trush is you do get far behind, and he wasn't able to come back. And I think it was upgrades that kind of killed him. He was able to protect his eco pretty well. I think he started booming pretty well, but when it came down to it, I beat him to Imperial Age and got these Scorpions out, and he didn't really have an answer for him. He lost a lot of guys to him. I think these Scorpions are really what kind of won the game. And going for these two-hand swordsmen, I do think Eagles probably would have been a better choice, looking back, obviously. And there you have it. Let's look at the achievements. 321 units killed to 264, so that's pretty bad KDR for Chobarba. You can see a large army, definitely not in his favor here. Economy-wise, he held in there pretty decently, not so bad, because in fact his infantry is cheaper. But I did beat him in every category by 1,000, 2,000, so that hurt him. Society, this relic gold did some good work for me, did some pretty good work for him. You see he did have the villager high of 134, so I do think it was just he was a step behind. I think it was upgrades that really killed him. So there y'all have it. That's one game for Mayans and one game for Goths. So the next game will be the third game. This is actually the first time where we have a Civ in this match where they went 1-1, and one Civ didn't just dominate the other 2-2. Although I do think that the Frank and Mongols game, I still think Mongols should have won that. That was really, we did not play the Mongols very well. Which actually is Chobarba's favorite Civ. I think Mayans are probably his second or third Probably has Huns up there somewhere. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys next time in the third game of this series, where I will be playing as Goths and Chobarba will be playing as Mayans again.